Welcome to Alien Theorist Theorizing fucking bullshit edition.
Thumbs up.
I'm professional podcaster.
Oh,
Richard.
Yeah. As some people were new, we're in the Discord. You already know Dan quit the show. We've gone too right wing, so we've brought on Dan's right wing twin, Richard. It's like Bizarro Dan.
Clean cut. Ultra right wing, actually.
So it was evil Dan the whole time
so
with the
far
beard.
it's gone.
Yeah.
This is good Dan.
This is good,
This is
Dan.
good Dan. Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is
Party
no
of
longer-
Law and Order, Dan.
Oh.
Yeah,
bullshit, Dan.
someone said Maester Richard.
There you go.
Maester Richard.
That was a hit, actually. I haven't heard Maester Dan.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a
The
fucking bad.
spreader of secrets. Just polar opposite. It'd be good.
Let's make it. Next pod
Was it
trip.
good? It was worth it. It was fun.
Yep, that's fine. Oh, first things first. How to calibrate a metal detector. If you have a fucking metal detector, you pull out something that's metal and you put the metal detector over it, and if it fucking beeps, it's
Are you
calibrated.
sure?
You know it fucking works.
So what you're telling me then? What you're telling me is if I use my ghost hunting thing and it goes off for a ghost, it's calibrated.
It's a ghost. Yeah.
if there's a ghost there
Yeah.
and it beeps on the ghost and
Yeah.
you know it's a ghost,
Yeah.
then yes, it
See,
works.
I knew
It's
Dan was
calibrated.
full
Yeah.
of shit. Thanks,
Okay.
Richard.
So all we need
I
is
don't
the
know
ghost.
how to calibrate a metal detector. I just made. Yeah. He's not gonna listen to this.
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, yeah, he'll never listen.
He's always listening for anything we say.
Honestly, that's
Anything
the
we
only
say
when
wrong,
I'm
Dan's there.
when I miss a show. The only reason I listen is because I'm like, what did these motherfuckers say? So because I'm planning my retort.
And then you just have to listen to the first 15 minutes where we spend most of the case file talking about you.
Just talking shit about you.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. That's usually the go-to. We only had a couple people ask if you quit the show this time.
Only a couple this
Only a
time.
couple people messaged. Did Dan leave? yeah. I just
He's
say
gone.
yeah. He's done. He's
actually
quit.
he's fucking he
he's
quit.
left. Yeah.
He had
That's it.
enough.
He's done. Anything time anyone asks me any kind of question now on socials, if
He's
they're
dead.
like, "Does this happen?" I'm
He's
like,
dead. Fucking
"Yep,
died.
that's exactly
Fucking
100%."
Yeah, he died.
What
I
happened?
am not helpful in the slightest.
Nope, not one bit.
when asking any questions. Yeah, yeah. It's been. We're saying we're going back. We're going back. The show's going to get popular again because we're going back to our roots. No facial hair, Dan. Fat Braden.
Conspiracies out big time.
Yeah.
Everything. Nothing unturned. I don't believe a single thing anymore. I'm coming back around full circle. But I mean, the last couple of years were fucking crazy.
Oh, dude.
Life crazy.
In the last couple of years have been busy and tag on the most insane 5 months for everyone in the last 5 months.
Bananas.
Like just literally every life change possible. Other than Dan.
I mean,
going
it's
to
all
town.
part of growing up, though, boys. It's the way
Growing
she
up.
goes.
Yeah.
That's the way it
Can't
goes.
slam 14 beers 3 times a week anymore.
Oh, God.
What are you
those
talking
the
about?
days.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, I have a couple.
Yeah. Braden's fatty liver says differently.
Hey, listen, you can't have a fatty liver if you don't go for the ultrasound. All right?
That's
Yeah.
fair.
yeah,
They
Don't
don't know.
ask,
They don't
don't
know
tell.
what's wrong with me.
that's how it works. He's a medical
It's a
mystery.
mystery.
Yeah, today I was just looking, I was like, holy fuck, both these kids are mine.
Oh, it's weird.
Two kids. I'm like, God damn.
I know. Someone let them have sex with me. Like, that just doesn't make sense.
Twice.
Dude, one kid,
Yeah.
after the first 3 or 4 months, I found to be pretty easy. 2 kids
It's hell.
is hell.
It's hell. It's just, it's hell. There's no way
Andrew,
around it.
I don't know if I can tell this story, but I'm going to tell it anyways.
Sure.
Andrew sent me a video it's a cute video
Oh,
of
yeah.
Niall and Bowen playing. And Niall's rocking Bowen and Andrew's you can hear the nice dad noises. And then out of nowhere, Niall just absolutely, it looks like he swings him by the head into the side of the couch as hard as he can. And you just hear Andrew go, whoa, too hard. And the video cuts instantly. I was like, what
That's
happened
bad.
there? I was like,
He got
oh my-
completely horizontal in the air,
just-
like head
just
first.
shocked
Like,
this poor kid. I was like,
Yeah.
oh
Just
my
yeeted
God.
the kid into the.
Oh yeah, just yeeted him. It was the best, perfect cutoff to the video.
yeah, I
Too
took
hard!
spinal.
Cut.
Yeah, I had to take C-spine precautions after that. Poor fucking kid.
I was like, holy, kid's taller now.
Oh, man.
Lane Mendel is asking the chat, hey, Lane, thank you for donating to the show. Appreciate that. He wants to know how many guitars does Zell own? Not enough.
Not enough. I own probably 5, but only one matters. Just one. I only play one. I have a SG, a Tele. I have a Fireball guitar.
Well, that's fun. Cool.
I got it at the liquor store. I'm a bass player. I used to work at the liquor store, and the Fireball rep came in with the guitar. It was supposed to be a raffle.
And you won it?
We won it. We won that guitar. And then
Listen, sir, you've bought all our Fireball. Just have
You're our
it.
number one. best
They owed
customer.
me for all the years.
Yeah, it's fair.
And then I own a Ibanez, just a shitty one, little Geo, and a couple bullshit acoustics. But I only play
I
this.
think it's gonna get loud in here, boys. Just
Oh,
You
it's
get
all right.
loud?
I can hear it coming already.
I also wanted to run this guy past you guys. Like, listen, I know pod trips are hard to come by, but I've I want to get into a new racket. Like I am looking for side hustles, and I've invented a game, a new yard game. And my hopes is that you guys will come and help me do the test.
But I'm not playing
the
Beer
yard gun?
Darts 2.0 with you.
No, it's not Beer Darts.
Beer Darts is an awesome game, though.
Dude, it's called Holes. Okay. So before you guys get here, I plot out my property line, right? And then I mark these spots for holes. This game's called Holes every 6 feet,
Oh, yeah.
right? And then what we try to do is everyone comes and we try to dig as many 2 foot deep holes.
I'm not building a fence for you, motherfucker. All right? It's not happening.
And a,
What do you
and a
mean?
nice
All
straight
right, I'm
line,
not
too.
doing it.
Wait a minute.
Not doing it.
And you can block the other people's holes, right? And then you got to move somewhere else to do more consecutive holes. And whoever has the longest unbroken chain of 2 foot holes is the winner of holes.
Listen, I've been
winner
through
of
this with
holes,
you
and you're
already.
rewarded with plain panels where you get to drag the panels.
No, first concrete mixer.
You could literally write a book on fucking manipulation. I'm serious. Like you're a Jedi. You have Jedi mind tricks with that shit.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Tom Sawyer over here.
Oh,
yeah,
dude, it's phenomenal.
You know what it is? Fucking lifelong of trauma and having to lie till you die.
Yeah. Been there.
People have fucking beaken my guitar collection. That means I must buy some more.
Yeah, that's someone saying rookie numbers.
I mean, I could buy guitar. I also bought I got tons of audio gear. That's the problem. I can't decide. Every piece of audio gear would be a guitar. So I don't know. I could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 more guitars if I would have just bought guitars. What amps? Okay, well, I only got 2 amps too. I got a Fender Supersonic and I got a Orange Rocker Verb MK3. Those are beauties.
Listen, you don't only have to ask Zell questions in the chat.
Yes,
There's,
you do.
there's
That's
some
the
other-
rule of this. Just me. But
And this is a public stream. Do we say this is going to be
this
a
is
public
everyone.
public
Everyone, not just
Hey.
Patreon only. This is everyone who still follows the show or can see the show on social media who got the message.
All 12 of you.
All 12 of you. Yeah.
Which we have not done in a while, right?
Yeah, no. It's
Or-
been too busy.
No.
I got some ideas. I got some ideas for
Let's hear them. Let's go.
sure.
for shows.
Test them.
Mm-hmm.
Because listen, our reels, some of our reels, listen, we put a stupid reel up that has nothing to do with the show, 2 million views.
Yeah.
I don't know what is a reel.
Those are the short videos on Instagram. We're shorts,
Okay.
YouTube shorts.
You
Get like
some of
fucking-
our videos have got 2 million views.
Yeah, the guy with the toilet
Just-
seat on his head
Oh yeah.
saying his
But that wasn't us. That was
lady
him.
seat here.
He's got the star power, not
Yeah.
you.
And then we posted a video, like a UFO video. Like fucking
UFO. It's a fucking plane.
yeah, it's a plane. Like obviously a plane. I was like, what is this? And it was so many views of people like, you fucking hoaxers. I was like, that's the joke. Like we're the alien theorists. We know what it is. But it's too hard to hear.
You didn't know what it was. I think at first. I think you did. I think you were legit thought it was UFO.
Me?
Yeah.
No. I knew exactly.
I thought you
what it was.
think you legit thought it was UFO.
This guy
first.
he's an expert.
Yeah.
Zell.
Been
Self-proclaimed
through literally
fucking expert here. How
hundreds
dare you?
of videos from MUFON.
That's what he thought it was a UFO.
Oh,
He was convinced at first.
I guarantee you he
How
thought it
else
was
do you
UFO.
become an expert? How else do you become an expert on UFO videos? By
Braden, you cut out.
Braden, we
Where's your
can't hear
audio?
you, buddy.
besides watching,
You're gone.
Fucking audio's out, bud.
Thank Christ.
it's gone.
Is it back?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's back
there we go.
now.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I don't know.
It was
I don't
good
know
because you
what's
couldn't
going on.
defend yourself. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it's fine.
Mm.
It felt,
No,
felt
I
fucking great.
I knew I had both videos. I had the one video that looked like a UFO, and I had the other like arena video ready to go. But I was like,
Stop
oh, we'll see, get
backpedaling.
traction.
Stop backpedaling.
And I posted for Shock Fact, and that's what it is. So, but anyways, so
That
what
one
I
got
was
like
thinking,
400,000
He thought it was an alien.
Yeah,
for sure.
plays.
insane, right? And it's like post a clip of the show, it's like
20.
100, 4 likes. So it's like we're just like in an impasse of like, what do you do on social media to fucking hook people in?
I know.
I don't know. Social media has taken a
Buttholes.
fucking dive in
What
the
do-
last couple of
What do you
years.
think, Zell?
Like, it's
Zell
just
said
like,
he knows.
I know.
Let's.
Mm.
What is it?
he knows.
Blue knots?
Thongs.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can post
Feet
straight
pics?
up porn on Twitter
I'm
now,
pretty
right?
sure we
They
have to
changed the
be-
rules.
Naked using AI generated bodies to look better than we are,
Mhm.
and just wear like
Yeah.
a fucking Borat banana hammock in every video.
Sure.
We could do
Yeah.
that.
That'll get.
Like I said,
that'll get,
yeah, you-
that'll get the wow factor. That'll be the hook. Like, who are these fucking guys? with
Yeah.
Jack bodies in the Borat suit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it's
I could
not.
do
We're not
that.
at all.
No.
I got one of those suits. Someone gave it to me.
Someone gave it to you. Yeah, okay.
I
Other-
did.
Either that, or we just need. I mean, if we lived here together, we could do content, video content. But that's never.
I'm not moving in with you guys. It's too much.
I got a spare room in the studio here.
You just want live-in
Well,
babies.
let's make a pod house. It's just 4 families. Well, it's Dan and his Gundams and 3 families.
Hi,
Yeah.
we're the divorced dads. And we have a content house for 35-year-olds.
Yeah.
It's
Fucking-
fucking awesome.
That would be so sick.
We drink
Yeah,
early.
it's
We
like
go
they
to
did
bed
that-
early.
It'd be awesome.
I'm pretty sure that they've tried that. Wasn't that they had streamer houses for a while? Like they had a bunch of
Oh, they have
streamers would get
TikTok
together
houses and
fucking-
streamer
Yeah, yeah.
houses. They got the whole
Those are for
thing.
like 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but
Yeah.
20 to 28. That's your market right there.
at least we could do UFO contractors in the house.
That's it. That's how we get fucking big.
We
again.
just live in the house we're contracting the whole time.
Yeah. It's good.
There we go.
That's right. Yeah.
Did you hear that, Dan? That's a good idea, huh?
Yeah. We talked.
Great
I thought
idea.
we went over that idea.
Oh, we
before
talked.
I left.
But when you left, we talked about it at length on a power
Oh,
hour.
you talked-
Yeah, we
oh,
went-
yeah,
we went
we
on
planned
again.
out a
Got into the
season.
nuts and bolts.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I like it has legs.
We're ready for a pilot.
Yeah.
I tell you, you take any blue collar job and you take UFOs or ghosts and you smack them together, and then you have a Discovery Channel.
Dude, let's just
show
buy.
or
Next time you come here, Braden,
fucking-
we'll just get GoPros, we'll wear them on our heads with a little lav mic, and we'll just film it ourselves. We could sell
Yeah.
it.
Dude, I'm telling you,
I-
they filmed tires with the iPhone. We could do it with an iPhone.
Yeah, and it doesn't look bad. It looked
Well,
pretty
there's a lot. There's a lot you can do with video in post to make it look
Yeah.
even better, as long as it's high
Yeah.
def. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Everyone gets a little GoPro or even their phone. Yeah, attach the phone to your chest or fucking helmet.
can we put one?
A significant amount of the budget's going to have to go into Carhartt, though. We're gonna have to buy
That's gonna be
all
all the
the
budget. Are you
cars.
fucking kidding me?
Yeah, but
And it's got to be brand new clothes for every shot. Like they're never.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let me put
Well,
on my Carhartt boots so I can chase down
No,
this
no.
UFO.
I got the genius idea. The whole time we're shooting the pilot, everything's still got the Markswork Rare World tags on it, right? It's like hanging off so we can
So we
return
take
it
it
after.
back? Perfect.
Yeah. Not even hidden. Every shot, as you turn, you see the tag dangling in the back.
Yeah. We should see if we can get Jimmy Barnes to let us use Working Class Man as our theme song.
Oh yeah.
Because that's
Yeah, I'm sure he'll clear it.
He's big.
No problem.
Is Tires a good show?
No,
Not really.
No.
it's okay.
I mean, it's entertaining. It's got like funny bits in it, but it's
Just throwaway show. Put it on in the background.
oh yeah, it's great for that.
So, like, since we're talking about like changes and things we like can tweak with the show, what if we did a public live stream once a month on a Monday? What thoughts on
great.
that?
Let's do it.
We're doing a public one on Sundays, weren't we? Wasn't it public?
Yeah, but why don't we dedicate one of the Mondays to that? Like, I like that
Yeah,
idea.
it could
Like,
be an idea.
and doing like a dedicated case file once a month, like a big meaty one, and then adding in your Foley and like making,
main
like doing
part of
some
the problem the
production.
last like 6 months was last minute topics and not enough research, or not maybe not enough research, but maybe not enough vetting sometimes. But we should do that.
Yeah,
sure, we'll do
Andrew's-
it. And then we get
Green
into it,
Talking
Bob.
and
about
we're
they've all
like,
been banger cases. I
But
don't
listen,
know.
the fucking
10 out of
Green
10.
Bob, that had substance. You guys just didn't put
That
any
was
fucking
good.
effort into it. You guys didn't do any
That was-
research.
I enjoy.
and you didn't
I-
give a
hey,
fuck.
I thought it was
I knew
funny.
about it. I knew
thought
about
it was
it.
pretty good.
You didn't fucking put in any work, buddy. That's
What do you
all.
mean
That was
Ty
pretty
didn't put
good.
any work?
And then you just try to put it on me. That's fine. It's fine. It's a good topic.
There's always a scapegoat.
We've talked about
every
way
week.
worse than the Green Blob.
nowhere near.
I
the
thought it was
bottom
really
of the
funny.
barrel by any-
Valentine's cryptids.
Valentine's Cryptids
That
is the
was
worst case file
worst
by
ever.
far.
Yeah.
It was so bad. I almost wanted to delete it from the feed.
Delete
What do
it.
you-
Get rid of it.
What are you drinking there?
Piss jug.
This jug?
So
Nice.
It's sterile and I like the taste.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
So one of the things I was thinking about doing is like, we like, listen, I would say like we have standout banger episodes that like people love. Like why, if we, for social medias and stuff.
Yeah, from like 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right. No,
Pre-2020.
Nah, man. Dude, people love Otacom Alien. That's a good one.
No, there were
That was feels like a long time ago.
the last year.
There's been a
hasn't
few
as
good
many.
ones. I just can't remember what they are. They all blend together now.
Yeah.
It's been 400 fucking.
If I look back, I guarantee I can find some funny ones like from last year. It's
Oh
just-
yeah. So well, they all, dude. What's the Italian aliens ones again?
Oh, that was
the green one.
Joe Simonton's pancakes.
No.
do you
The
say?
one where we have the
The
standoff.
9 foot tall lizard people.
The one
like
where we had the
9 foot-
standoff.
Oh,
Yeah, you take it easy.
Yeah, take it easy.
Zanfretta.
Zanfretta.
Oh,
Zanfretta.
Zanfretta,
Yeah,
yeah.
that one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, hilarious.
Yeah. No, I like that when we would vet them a little more, and then you guys would like brainstorm a little skit. Doesn't have to be
why I
much.
put
Doesn't have to be much.
That's why I put forward doing a big meaty one like that once a month. Like, because then you can literally, like, I would love to be able to read a fucking book to get ready for a case file. Like actually get.
Buddy, we're gonna have to
get
do a
into the
case
weeds and
file
do
fucking
proper-
every 3
Every
months.
2 months.
Well, that's fine. As long as it's got
You're reading that
pictures. As long as it's got fucking
Holy,
pictures.
Lane, cheers again, brother.
Lane rules.
He
just wants
says,
to see me
play
drink
more
piss again,
D&D.
doesn't
Listen, we love playing D&D. It's just
We're
hard to
going to
fucking-
get back to the D&D.
Yeah.
But we got to hash out the main show because this is a question. We got a public stream here. So we've done a bunch of different styles of shows. We had the classic ATT with the Randomatron and Space News, which we kind of trimmed it out and made it a little more streamlined. But those are segments that still live. I think we just kind of got bored of them. So there's room to bring them back. Do they
Well,
come back to the main show? Do they come back in mini shows? Do they come back? Like, because doing a full case file with research and everything at this stage of life is doable. 100%. We've been doing it, and we can still do them. But yeah, a one big meaty one a month. But then there's still 3 more weeks. We got power hours, which we love
Hold
to
on,
do.
I got to give a quick
Yeah,
shout
just
out.
Put them into
Quick shout out
two-parters?
to my favorite MMA fighter watching, Robert Hernandez. Green
Is
lights,
that
baby.
Slick Rob MMA?
Yeah, green lights,
dude,
baby.
I watch that guy's videos on
Green lights,
fucking
baby.
Instagram. The guy's a
Cheers.
fucking beauty.
Fuck,
Guy's got
here's,
hands.
here's to the mama's boy. I think it's a good idea. Okay, how about this? How about here's a pitch. Here's a strange pitch. Okay, we do one big meaty case file. We pick a topic, and that's going to be the fucking and anyone listen. This isn't anything in set in stone. We're just brainstorming ideas here. What if we did something like this, where it's like, so once a month, we do a Randomatron episode. So it's like maybe this month it's my Randomatron, where I'm bringing just a fucking random topic or something that you guys have no clue what I'm talking about, right? So I can pitch it to you, theory, a story, whatever that my heart desires, whether it be a conspiracy, and you guys are. And that could be the Randomatron. Is like, yeah, like no one knows what it is, right? Or is it better as a short
Just seems
segment?
like a case file that only one person does research for, and the rest of us. Just
Yeah,
I mean, no, I mean that I don't mind that at all. It could work. The case file would have to be light and easy to follow and bounce
totally.
theories.
I mean, like one meaty one, then we do one theorized one, and then we could do one live one where we do that. And we could do a few different fucking Randomatron ones where it spits out a few and just do it like the Power Hour Randomatron type episode, right? Where it's just light and fun and we joke around and
Well, and honestly, space news. I mean, people used to always joke, fucking, because the joke was Auroras, no Auroras. But you know, I said this on other shows, and I think I talked about it
Captain
on Cosmic Channels.
Specificity. Isn't that every Thursday already, Braden?
For what? Space news?
Your random solo case file.
Well, I don't do a case of those. No, those are the people's case file. I don't do shit. I sit there and go, crazy. That's wild. This is a crazy story. That's a crazy dream you had. I mean, fan picks again. Like, I mean, we basically still have a list.
The fan pick was supposed to be Patreon, $10 or more.
Mhm.
We're supposed to do the fan Ron Pond pick. We used to do that. For some, I don't know why we stopped. Did we delete it? I have no
we
actually
don't
no
have
idea.
anybody on Patreon anymore.
Yeah. We had 2 people voting. It's me and Dan. We can never decide. The booking counters. I mean, listen, I have more UFO books now, so like we could do a UFO case file of the week.
I got stacks of paranormal books now too. I got cryptid encyclopedias, all that.
Yeah,
sort of shit.
so we could. I think something like that would be fun. But like with space news, like the Aurora jokes we used to make. Like now that we know more, like I mean, when we started the show, I had no idea. But like when we started the show, we were in a solar minimum, like the height of the solar minimum, like absolutely zero solar activity. And like we are just entering solar maximum. So it's like the chances of auroras, as many of you watching probably saw, it's all-time high right now. Like there's good chances all the time of auroras. So I think we could bring back space news. Maybe not as long as a segment. Maybe we try to trim it down to like, you know, some auroras and like if there's one cool articles. Because I think sometimes
it's got to be. It's got it. We got to stop it right there. It's got to. The rule of space news has to be it's something else interesting. And then maybe auroras, because auroras are auroras. Like,
well, no, that's what I meant. It's like it's got to be there has to be a cool article. Because guess what? Sometimes
get past the fucking Van Allen radiation belts and send a guy back to the moon. That's space news. You know?
Yeah.
Is the Artemis mission ever going to be successful? Will they ever get the fucking what's the capsule they're supposed to put between the Earth and Moon? I can't remember.
That's space news.
That's space news. See, that's what I mean. That kind of shit. And then if there's auroras, you tag them on.
Rockets exploding. There's rockets exploding like every other day now.
Yeah. Could you expand space news? Yes, stuff that happens in space, but also if there's just something really cool news story, like some new high efficiency fucking EV battery that charges by fucking.
I mean, there's a lot of space news now that we have the new telescope up there. Like, there's always stuff popping up. Actually, now, like, it's a lot more.
Hysteria 51 stopped by. I've said that it's the Orion craft. That must be the orbiter. That makes sense. It's like right between the Earth and Moon.
Yeah, the galaxy is on Orion's
belt.
There it is.
Yeah.
The kitty.
Did we ever get info on the rockets they shot at the sun during the eclipse?
Fuck. Someone said Braden's no longer the hot theorist anymore. Congrats, Dan. I was the hot theorist. Holy
whoa.
fuck.
That's what I was. That's what I was thinking, because Braden was like, Braden saw me with my bear shave, and he's like, I don't like it. I was like, you don't like it because you're not the hot one anymore.
Dude, look at Dan's jawline.
Hold on.
Look at Dan's jawline. Look at this fucking guy.
Hold on. We're
chiseled.
8 years in, and I was the hot one. You guys just took a huge ego shot. Huge ego shot.
We've always thought that. That's why
That's
you're popular,
unbelievable.
isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
the
It's
only
all
reason we
sex
got
appeal,
popular in
buddy.
the first place is just
Well,
your
my bad.
great looks.
Sorry.
Buys, tries, and pretty eyes.
Yeah,
man.
that's true.
You
That's
got it
true.
all.
Yeah.
When
true.
When we started the show, you were jacked and training for your new job.
Yeah, and then I got fat.
And then you got fat.
And then we were
Then you got the
more
job.
more popular than ever. Then I got skinny again, and now I'm getting fat again.
The weight of Braden is the ebb and flow of the show. The heavier he is, the better we do.
That's fair.
I'm putting on Patreon supporters right now, so jump on. For
More
every
fat we can put on Braden's liver.
supporter, I put on a pound.
My 7-pound life.
Well, hey, listen. We got it
Braden
in.
was meat draw Braden. That's correct.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, listen. There's no meat draws here. To be honest, I would go to them. Fucking meat draws are the fucking best time in the world. You know what? Someone asked, where's Byron? We should really send Byron a fucking mic and box. I have an extra mic and box. We just send him one so he can fucking jump on every now and then.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
We have to give a beer salute to Byron because he actually is dead.
Oh shit.
Yeah, good.
He's moved to Airdrie, Alberta.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah,
So
he might
he's
as well
died.
be fucking
Yeah,
dead.
he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's
dead.
That's it.
Now they moved for family. I don't blame him, but god damn,
Angels.
Airdrie. Rest in peace, Byron.
That sucks.
You don't know where Airdrie is. It's just outside of Calgary.
No.
Just a little flat piece of junk.
I think anybody knows where it is.
No one knows where it is, and that's why he's dead, because he's moved there to die.
I've been there. Wasn't happy about it.
I've
See,
driven
now everyone-
past it. I've never actually been there. But no, Byron, he wanted to come on for one more before he left, but he's living in Vernon for like 2 weeks, then he leaves.
You know what? Honestly, I got a spare mic. I got 2 audio boxes sitting here. He's got a computer for sure. He does.
Got an Xbox.
And
Does he
he's
not have
definitely
a
got-
laptop or anything?
He's absolutely got nothing better to
Byron
do as
plays
well
so
now.
many
living
video
in fucking
games.
Airdrie.
Yeah.
Byron
Yeah,
still
yeah,
somehow
like-
gets, with 2 kids, still plays like 12
Oh, you got
hours
2
of
kids
Call of
now?
Duty a
Oh,
week.
I knew that.
Mm.
I knew that.
I've still got buddies that play like 4 hours of video games at night.
That is man. They must be great
I did,
dads.
dude. I did 2 hours last night. It was amazing. I was beating back the Lords of Hell.
Mind you want to know what those guys, Zal, you want to know the differences? They don't fucking do this.
It's
That
true.
probably helps.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
we didn't
yeah.
podcast or play music, then I would have
Yeah.
tons of time for
Yeah.
video games. Something had to give, and video games was the easy
sports
choice.
and podcasting get in the way of that shit, I'd imagine.
Couldn't
Oh.
Byron get a cheap Chromebook? I don't know if Byron even knows how to work any type of streaming stuff. Annoyed.
The only thing he knows how to do is a didgeridoo. That's it, and a boomerang. That's all that guy knows how to work.
He can't sing, that's for sure. Byron.
Yeah, he's the worst bard ever.
Yeah, fucking Pantagandus. fucking
Pantagandus is
stole
the
the
king.
show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the best bard.
I mean, we could have made a character that was suited Byron. But we
Yeah,
didn't.
probably in retrospect, that probably would have been a better idea. Some outback.
Yeah, just some fucking hillbilly rogue or something.
Yeah. Basically just a crocodile hunter. That's
Yeah,
it.
we could have just made him Crocodile Dundee of the D&D world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
made him some kind of ranger.
He can talk to
Yeah.
animals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a
He only fights with a fucking hunting knife. Terrible damage
Yeah.
though.
This
Like,
is
it's like
a knife.
1d4.
Yeah.
Oh, boys, I want to fucking pick new characters so bad.
It's a
You guys
just
want me to
knife.
blow you up?
It's a knife, but it's called a knife.
Dude, I've been thinking about
and it's
blowing you up
just
for
+1.
years.
Yes, blow me up. I have a way better character in mind.
I don't. I'll be the same character. Just coming back.
Just Fjord again,
Reincarnated.
different
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
I'm Fjord's brother, Bjord.
Bjorn. He called me Baby Bjorn.
Have Mr. Conspiracy come back with beer bribery. Listen, Mr. Conspiracy doesn't need any more beers, all right?
Yeah. Not coming. He's not coming back. We invite him. You could have a place ready, he won't show up.
He's honestly had a place since the show started. He lasted 1 episode, and then he barely ever came back. Maybe
Sure.
he did a handful in the first 20 or 30, and then like once every 40 or 50 after that at Christmas.
And then only Christmas episodes for 3 years.
I did like the old segment of Where in the World is Mr. Conspiracy when we started.
Well, except now he's here. It's like I know where he is.
all the time.
I can drop a pin drop where he is.
We should have never stopped the joke of him. We never knew where he was.
We shouldn't
Mandela
have given him
effect.
such a cool
He never
nickname.
came back.
We should have stole that nickname from one of us.
We should have all had nicknames.
Yeah.
We fucking blew it.
Blew it.
These are
boys.
real names and
Yeah.
stuff.
Hey,
We
you
should
know
have
what?
Cool nicknames.
We're doing the new ATT. We could just change our names.
Yeah.
Really?
Sure.
I'm trans fat.
I mean, you have your title says Mongoose right there.
Yeah, that's true. You got a
That's
nickname.
Yeah.
Dan,
got
this
Rancher.
isn't Dan. This is Richard. So
It's Richard?
He's got a nickname.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
Dick.
Maester
Just
Dick.
Maester Dick.
Maester Dick.
Dick Maester.
Maester.
Dick Maester.
Dick Maester. Yeah, that's a good fucking name.
Andrew
Uh,
is Ham Cox.
Hamhocks?
Hamcocks?
Hamcock?
Hamhock.
Hamcocks.
Hamhocks.
Hamcocks.
Hamhocks?
Hamhocks?
You didn't have
Hamcocks.
Hamhocks.
Hamcocks.
Reverend Braden.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I forgot. I am a reverend.
Well, he's also Craig.
Where's my I don't know where that certificate is. I should post it up somewhere.
Oh, Dragon. Yeah, your name's Dragon. That's right.
Oh, yeah, Dragon.
Yeah, but you called yourself Dragon.
Self-proclaimed
Self-proclaimed.
Dragon.
That's how everyone gets that nickname. No one's been given that nickname organically.
I distinctly
Dragon.
remember you watching fucking season 1 of Game of Thrones, and when fucking the Targaryen calls
But-
himself fucking Dragon,
Oh,
you're
I
like,
like that.
I'm gonna fucking do that.
I like
I'm
that.
gonna
That was
make my
cool.
name Dragon, not just.
See, even him gave himself the nickname Dragon.
Yeah, but he also got his face melted.
Yeah,
Dragon.
because people couldn't stand him, call himself Dragon.
There can only be one.
Will we get Mongoose files again?
Oh, they're pretty lame now.
They're a little
Yeah,
different.
they're not
They've
near
really
as
changed.
exciting anymore.
Yeah.
He's changed fields, the Mongoose.
Yeah,
Maybe
Yeah.
you get some friend of a friend of a friend.
yeah, we
Stories.
could probably facilitate something. But that being said, I could their Mongoose files. Absolutely, there's a bank of them, but I think it's going to be a Patreon thing. That's my one concern.
Mm.
I think it should be a Patreon thing.
Names and places and voices have been changed to protect the innocent.
Yeah, I know. I
Protect the
just
victims.
now,
Yeah.
got to be real fucking tight now.
How about we get the friend of a friend of a friend to actually do it? Then you don't even have to do it.
Yeah, we tried that on the live. We fucking
We did.
No, yeah, we had him in. He remember
Yeah, we had him in,
I
he
hit
did
his
it.
voice and I hit
that
his
was
face.
my yeah.
Remember
I mean,
that?
actually getting like a friend of like an actual person,
Yeah,
maybe.
But then it's like the shitty thing about that is some people can't tell a story.
Yeah, it has to be the right person.
So
I mean, we could do what we did in the live. I forgot about that. That was pretty good
I thought it was pretty funny.
because there's no way to fuck it like that's
No way.
There's no way.
There's no way
Yeah.
anyone would guess
Yeah.
who that is.
Oh, weird. Andrew's got to go for 5 minutes. That's weird.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And we the only screen we cover is Andrew's.
Yeah.
It's just a blurred background. I mean, you got that green screen. We have. I mean, someone could set it up.
You mean my fucking
Your
cape?
cape, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. You could set that up, and it would be. It would work.
You should do the green screen around your body, and then we'll just disappear your body, and you just have a head.
Yeah, I'll be like Zordon doing fucking Mongoose files. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
This is not quite green enough, or I could do it right now. I think.
Ron Pond is still alive. Someone's asking. Noah's asking, can we get Ron Pond on the show? I've reached out to Ron Pond. Crickets.
Multiple times.
I've tried to even just offer to send him a sweater of like a Ron Pond sweater, and he just doesn't reply at all. He just doesn't message back, and he's got to
He's
be
a busy guy.
He's got to be
He's a
almost
busy guy.
80 now, living his life in the Yukon.
Hunting UFOs.
Oh, I can't. Your lighting is too bad that I can't get rid of your green on your shoulder because it gets rid of
Yeah, no.
everybody. We're
No.
gone. Bye.
No.
Is
Um,
this a good look? You guys can't. You won't be able to see it. You
We
can only
can't
see it if
see
you're
it.
watching
We
the
can't see
stream.
Oh my God, Zell, you look terrifying.
Holy shit!
Holy
Oh
fuck.
my god!
Oh, I'm gonna see that.
That's
in
gonna-
my nightmares.
True form.
That is the freakiest
Oh,
shit
that is
I've ever
terrifying.
seen. You know what you look like? You look like a potato face.
Or a potato head.
Yeah, look at that
It
fucking
really-
thing.
It really gets rid of my last remaining hair. That's for sure.
How come it makes your
this
lips
is- this
so
is
Why are my
pink?
lips
whatever
so
this
fucked
is.
up?
I hate
Yeah,
that.
Oh
holy
my God.
That
Jesus
is-
Christ.
Zell,
That's
you look
terrifying.
terrifying.
Yeah, you
Why are
are.
your teeth
God.
gone?
Where
You're
are my
thinking-
teeth?
Yeah, this is the thing.
Dude, you actually look like that's fucking scary.
I haven't ran a stream in a while, man. Fucking all the power's at my fingertips here. Get rid of it.
All right, so we do a dedicated, like a big case file once a month. Focus. We can
Pick it. We could spend some time. We fucking hash them out. We do some vetting. We pick them. We get it
We
going.
put it out to the community.
Yeah, people like
we
theorizing.
add
It. So do we do it?
skits. We do Foley. We do some acting. Like we do some fucking
Little production.
Dude,
you know?
listen.
yeah.
But
No
there's
one-
a lot, there's a
amp
lot
up
of
that
shows like
production
ours.
value.
There is. There's
Nothing's been
lot
more
of shows.
humbling. Nothing's been more humbling than when we put out on Patreon that fucking audio play, and everyone's like, Braden sucks at voice acting, because I was like,
I didn't want.
I was trying to dial in so bad. I'm like, I don't know how to fucking act at all. I was was trying.
Normal.
Hey, I didn't think
just
we
gotta
were
be
great.
you.
That's for sure. But it was our first
I
try.
didn't think I was that bad that people were like,
Buddy, if you suck, the people will tell you.
oh yeah, they told me.
Heard it multiple
They
times.
told me. Oh yeah.
People don't hold back.
No.
No, fuck no.
But,
God no.
I mean,
just got to read our reviews.
This is public. No one knows, but on Patreon, we did like 2 years ago, had plans for an ATT expanded universe where pretty much all the stuff we talk about is real and we were at the center of it. And then there's an alien invasion, all this stuff.
We did a pilot.
And then the last 2 years, life got in the way, kind of forgot about it. But now, like, I've always wanted, I love like audio dramas and like,
oh, they're so
Oh, they're the
awesome.
best.
and I love doing like the sound, and you do put all the Foley in and the sound effects. You do the risers and like add the tension and add reverbs when they go in different rooms and all that shit. Like the sound design, super fun. It takes a long fucking time though. Like to do it well, if there's just one person doing it, because usually in audio, one guy's doing Foley, like editing Foley, one guy's doing sound effects, one guy's doing music, one guy's doing risers, and then you put it all together. But if it's just one person, it's probably around 3 hours per minute of audio.
Wow.
So like
That's
if you to do
crazy.
it like that one we did
That's
there was like
fucking
an hour of
nuts.
minute. So it could have been a lot better. It's a lot of time. But
Okay,
I'm
well,
willing to
never
do
mind.
it.
We're
I'd
not
love to
doing
do
that.
it. We just have to plan it out.
That's insane.
So you guys got to
I'm
start.
sure you also love your children who you'll never see if you're doing that.
Hey,
right
I've
now. Holy
I've
fuck.
arranged myself so I work 20 hours a week at daytime in here.
That's fair.
So I can
So-
I don't miss too much.
But if we did we do dedicated case file a month that we have dialed in with some skits or whatever. I mean, and the hard thing is like, sometimes skits don't come. Like you're like,
You can't
I don't
force
really
them either.
Yeah, you
You
can't force them.
Yeah.
can't force them.
So we can do some reenactments in those ones.
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
do like and that's where the Foley.
Yeah,
and
there's
everything
more.
can
Yeah,
come
there's
in.
more you could do instead of just like off
Yeah,
the cuff
totally.
skits like that.
But then
Yeah.
maybe like then
Whereas
once
we're pretty good at, like, I'll be honest with you, we've pulled skits out of fucking nothing.
Nope.
like,
Yeah, no
oh, yeah.
plan, no nothing.
You know what I
Just
mean?
came.
Like literally, there was no setup for fucking Pickle Baby. We completely made up that entire thing.
yeah, literally you
There
guys
was literally a small blurb of like, oh, and it was sold at a bar or something. We're like, that's all we
yes.
yeah that's
There's a 2 minute.
Sorry to burst everyone's
cell phone
spoiler
call.
alert. There is no real pickup. That was all made
Yeah.
up. If you didn't already know, we're full of shit.
We've been selling those T-shirts, and there's no pickle baby.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
He's right there,
Bandito
look at
Frito revisit some old case files and find some new lost audio. Could do that. There's probably some you could have done a skit that we didn't, that we could just do the skit for.
Well, yeah, and or even just like back on that is like revisiting old case files, like with new information or digging a little deeper in it, and just
If there is new,
taking
if
a
there's
different-
something with that,
Yeah.
something just popped up. Wasn't there something new on Dyatlov Past like last year?
I was just thinking that. That's what my
Just a
mind.
while ago, or
Still unsolved.
well,
Yeah.
still unsolved.
How come we didn't do a skit on that one? That would have been a good one for a skit.
That was before
Oh, there you
skits
go.
were a thing.
Yeah,
But then,
we were
like-
way too drunk.
So
to do
if we're
anything
doing
like
if we're
that.
focusing on a more like a bigger, more focused in, because case file, and then it's like maybe then once a month we're doing just a straight theorize on something, whatever
Yeah.
the topic is, where it's like coming in loose. Like, and just your thoughts on it, and then we kind of just expand on each other's thoughts and stuff like that. Have some fun with it. I think that might be a kind of a good alternative. the other thing I wanted to kind of broach is like, listen, if you're on our Patreon, you know it's been fucking dark days for the last 2 months of bonus content. We have bonus stuff coming in. You got Andrew's new PopCon. You've got a Nerds coming up. We got another Daddies and Baddies in the bank already. So there's stuff coming out, and there's going to be more stuff. But it's like, if we're doing dedicated, like a bigger dedicated case file once a month that we're kind of focusing into, it would be nice to, throughout the month, use the time we have to also do bonus episodes. So it's like if we're doing one that's a theorized episode where it's like, you know, it's a little looser, not so much research heavy, just kind of our thoughts on a topic or issue, what, you know, whatever it is. Maybe we can have something prepped for like a bonus content after altogether, because we don't get a lot of, even if it's a fucking hour in D&D after. I'm throwing fucking wild ideas. Giovanni wants us to do a skit on P. Diddy. He donated $2 to the beer fund. Thank you, Giovanni.
Okay, I'll be Diddy and you be Carl Winslow.
Carl Winslow. Oh,
so fucked up.
That is the best thing I've
Reginald
ever heard.
Vell Johnson, or what's his name again?
Hold on, let me look up some Carl Winslow quotes that fit. Winslow. I would have exploded.
I really want to do more interviews too. People that we reach out to, not people that just email us last minute and we go, all right. Like someone,
not porn stars that are taking coke breaks.
He was.
he was good.
Did the people not enjoy that?
Dude, he was the best.
I love that. He was wicked.
That guy was fun. I'm just talking about, like, we haven't really done any interviews, but people do reach out. And we like, but there's people that I listen to or hear all the time that I'm like, oh, I should make a note to write that down and maybe reach out to them for an interview. Never do.
Yeah.
Like
it would be nice. Yeah, there would be tons. I mean, even other show hosts and stuff.
Other show hosts, like more podcast.
Next time you're on YouPorn, just write down their names and you can remember the
That would be easy. If I could remember to do that.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I did write down one. Just let me see if it's still in my phone.
It's in the private tabs.
Yeah. Let me find it. Notes. I wrote a note in here that says James Gates, physicists about simulation. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
I don't remember who that is, but it's in my phone.
Jimmy Gates.
So I got one.
Okay.
There we go. If there's anyone you think that would be a good, you think would be a good crossover, other podcasts, researchers.
Oh, Brohio podcast won't cross over with us. We tried. They wouldn't even do a pod swap with us.
Oh, dude, they're way bigger. They no chance they would fucking do that.
Yeah, we got a couple levels below.
I mean,
which is surprising though. I've listened to for research, and I don't really.
I wouldn't listen to that podcast for research. It's entertaining.
Well, I did just because when we're talking about some obscure topic, and I'm like going for a run. I'm like, I'll just search it on.
Oh yeah, if you just search it,
iTunes, and it just popped there. Okay, great.
Hey, we were neck and neck with those boys pre Spotify day.
I listened to them for about 15 minutes, and I was like, okay,
good dudes though. I like them.
Yeah.
They're
not going to swap though. We try.
Like, yeah,
we'll do a shout out.
We haven't had Hand on. We could have Brent on. Sprague would come on.
We've done show swaps, but we actually never did like an actual.
Yeah, we can get them to come on. I'm sure they'd come on for asking their thoughts.
Roundtable.
Yeah, roundtable. Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
Boland would come back on in a heartbeat.
Yeah, Ben was dope.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he was awesome.
Yeah. He asked about it a while ago.
Yeah, he was like, anytime. I was like, fuck, every week.
Anytime you want, man. Yeah, that would be good. Now, we do power hours when we just have nothing to talk about. But if we do this way, power hours will kind of go away, which is probably fine.
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense because, but then it's like, okay, so we have one case file, one theorize, one interview. We're one short of like what are we doing that other week? You know what I mean?
Well, there's the meat, like the big case file. There's probably room for an every other week, smaller, regular style case file where we don't have to get as much into it. Interview,
always
when
cryptids,
it's available, cryptids, stuff that's not.
I mean, we could do 2-parters if you really want to. If you want to make big things,
that's
Make the leap to 2-parters because
that's a good.
Have we ever done a 2-parter?
Yeah, couple.
long time ago. Though.
We've done a 3-parter, Gladio.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah,
I mean, we definitely the first 2-parter was 9/11 early on, back to back.
And it's like if you do 2-parters, I mean, you do the info heavy first part, and then you do the second
I mean,
part.
you could actually do that with interviews. You could do the hour interview about whatever they're talking about.
that's a good point.
Hang up, take
Thoughts
a break,
on what they talk. Yeah,
and then thoughts, and then like an hour 45 theorizing on what we just talked about.
Brent, we're not talking about swaps. We're talking about you coming on the
Host.
show.
Host, bitch.
Yeah. We don't want swaps. We want you on the show. You and Seabot. Actually, not Seabot. He seems like he's too hard to edit.
He's mean.
That sounds like a hard program.
Yeah, Brent
Maybe
can
maybe
come
not
on
anymore.
and give.
Maybe the chat bots are getting so good that Seabot's a real. He's fucking.
He's always been real.
He's alive. Becomes sentient.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what we want. We want you on the show. I think that's a good idea, though. If it's especially, I think we just need an option if we don't have like a long 2-parter episode coming up, or if we don't have, an hour after an interview to do our thoughts and theories on that. I think we just need something else.
What if we cycled through like stuff that we do on Patreon? Like we do just a dedicated free show on, let's say, do a Daddies and Baddies style or a Nerds or something like that. And then it gives people kind of like a little bite of what we have on Patreon too. And maybe we can help, be like, oh, you know what? I fucking like that.
Well, that's something I'm going to talk to you boys about after or later, a different time.
After.
The network. Bring back the network talk.
The network, baby.
Yeah.
We were there a couple years ago. It's fallen off.
Yeah.
But it's ready to come back.
Yeah, we're almost there. We've got fucking
like there's no reason like Daddies and Baddies, all that bonus stuff is awesome, but yeah, because there's no doubt about it, we haven't been able to grow publicly for years.
Yeah,
we just haven't. I mean, there's lots of reasons, just haven't been able to. So maybe expanding. They're not regular shows, right? Like they're not like weekly shows, but they are separate feeds, and they all draw people back to the Patreon from different angles.
Yeah.
Something to try. I mean, Cosmic Channels
we were
is back.
close. Sports Conspirators was good too. Fuck.
Sports Conspirators was good.
I brought that back.
Fun.
That was good.
We could. I mean, the thing that killed us was just timing. Like it's just hard. What if we did? Listen, because I'm not doing Cosmic Channels with people's stories, but what if we did once a week, once a month, where it's like theories. You got theories. We want theories, or you know what I mean, where we open it up for thoughts on conspiracies or theories or aliens, like the specifics of that, along with other things. Just a thought. I don't know how it.
I mean, that really is just Cosmic Channels, though.
Yeah,
I thought that was ATT Live for a while. Like, that was what I always envisioned.
Well, ATT Live was Cosmic Channels. That's what we talked about. But Braden brought it back again. So now Cosmic, like it's its own thing. Like you could do that in Cosmic Channels, though. I think.
Well, I mean, sometimes
Cosmic Channels was all call in, and then like that was.
Well, originally it was like, no, here, what are your theories on Bigfoot?
Yeah,
the first,
very few
Oh, no, that
people.
was
the first season was like, what? Okay, this week we're going to do Bigfoot. This week we're going to talk about this week, but then we couldn't get enough callers.
What's the topic? Like, there's no topic.
There's been topic in fucking 4 years.
Yeah, people still ask that. They go, "What are you talking about tonight?" I go,
"Whatever the fuck you want, dude." Like,
we've been doing it for 4 months now. Yeah, whatever you want. Not a lot of people call in with theories though. Like really, really few. Probably like, But that's the hard part though, is because then if you're, sometimes you just don't get calls. That's the fucking hard part of that, right? Like
it is, and we've also done like the call out on, like on the main feed. Why we put Cosmic Channels back on the other feed originally. Because some people are like, oh, I don't listen to Cosmic Channels. It's not my show. I like it's good, sounds good, but it's not my show. So we put it. That's why we separated the shows. Like that's completely different. That's not like us bullshitting and theorizing. I mean, and now it's like it's the show. It's the people's show, right? That's kind of how it's branded. It's the people's show.
Yeah, so it's literally all stories, very little anything else.
Cool.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of a fourth thing just in case, because I think the ideas of a two-parters when necessary. If there's like fact heavy ones, you know, you get into a skit and stuff like that. I think that works really well, and interviews. But there is, you know, times where, you know, we've had fucking bad interviews, a couple, and I'm not saying they're all bad, but sometimes you get like, remember who's that fucking guy with those shitty blinds? You know what I mean?
Oh,
like that was a fucking shit
conspiracy-
interview.
Conspiracy, whatever. World's a
Like that guy
conspiracy
sucked. Sorry, buddy, if you're listening to the show, you suck.
He's not listening.
You had mangled blinds.
I don't know how in this time now, like the post-COVID time where live streaming and video interviews are so common that people still, even Evan Stone, who's a millionaire, he has a yacht, had a terrible live stream.
Well,
Come on.
does
He's a
he?
fucking porn star. He's familiar with cameras.
Porn legend.
He couldn't have a camera
Porn
set
legend.
up.
And he has lots of production. Like he has production credits.
Listen,
Set
he
up
probably has a
fucking camera.
beautiful setup, but the guy was fucking ripped on coke.
Yeah,
he
he
had
ripped
no
on
idea was. We're lucky he even fucking turned the thing on.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
All I'm saying is he'd start to get low energy. He'd turn off his camera, and then he'd get high energy.
Coming back.
Woo!
Boys.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Vote Stone.
Allegedly.
Done.
William Jenkins saying, is this just brainstorming? Yeah, we're just, you know, we're trying to, now that things have calmed down in all of our lives and we can kind of like get back to some sort of normalcy. We've been talking about it a while for not shifting gears, but like just making some changes to make things better or make things different. Spice things up for us too. Like we kind of get in, listen, you give us a topic, you give us 4 days, we can pump out endless case files.
Endless.
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 We are a fine-tuned machine, and sometimes it's fun to kind of push out of that fucking groove that you're in, to get into some new kind of creative.
It can get stagnant to do the same thing. I mean, if
Yeah.
you think-
Yeah,
we've
well,
been doing
then
the
you
show
get
for 9
complacent
years.
like we
You
did.
think- realize that? Almost. We were all recorded the first episode,
Almost
I think,
decade.
in like July 9 years ago.
That's nuts, man.
I couldn't figure out how to get it live for like 3 months after that, but we recorded it in the summer. That was back when podcasting was like wasn't as well set up. Now you can. And
That was back when people didn't know what a podcast was.
Yeah,
there was only
were
like
a lot of people
Joe
like,
Rogan
"What's a
and
podcast?"
Serial were like the only.
we're
podcast
early
anyone-
adopters. We're early adopters. in the
Smodcast.
podcast.
No, we were listening to Smodcast.
No, okay,
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
obviously was podcasts, but like they weren't widely accepted or widely known.
Smodcast. Wow.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
everybody's got a podcast.
listen, we still have email lists from like Contacting the Desert, so like we can just start reaching out, like just like really starting to start just at David Weiss and talk about flat Earth all the time. Brent's not wrong. We could make we have an option to make a real pivot here, right?
We could go the other way.
And listen, Alex Jones' studio is about to get shut down, so there's someone's got to take that
There's gonna be a
space.
Someone's got to
void,
fill the
yeah.
void.
Someone's got to fill the
Yeah.
void of like, how insane do we want to get here? You know what I mean? Because I'm just saying,
We can get
Listen,
crazy.
you want
You wanna get
liberal,
nuts?
globalist demon baby eaters.
you guys want to get
I
nuts?
like it. All right, if that's
wanna
what
get
it
nuts?
takes. If that's what it takes,
Oh, I'm down.
I'm in.
Fucking down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my mom on the show.
I watched clips of his
No,
breakdown.
I'll get my mom on the show for weekly segments
Oh,
of
my
stuff
God.
you've never fucking heard of.
Can we?
Oh, that'd be rad.
Is this a,
That would be
is this a
rad.
real pitch? Because I'm on board.
I'm game.
I
Yeah.
bet you I could do it.
Is there still money in flat Earth? Because I remember like that's what we used to joke about, is that like that's why like guys like David Weiss made
I
that
thought they
pivot.
moved on from flat Earth. Like, there's another one. I can't remember what the
What's
other
the
one
new
is.
thing?
It wasn't. No,
There's
it wasn't.
there's
QAnon.
Infinite Plane now, which is now there's like Agartha and all the mythical
Oh, yeah.
kingdoms are outside the ice wall.
What?
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
outside the ice wall, there's like Agartha, and any type of mythical land that's been in any fantasy novel or series is part
real.
of this. Like,
Mm.
it's real. It's all based on this
Yeah.
hidden truth beyond the ice wall. And there's different suns that orbit just far enough away where you can't see the light.
Yeah.
You know, light goes forever, whatever. It doesn't matter. But it's a great,
I don't
it's a
know.
great
I think
fucking
flat Earth
theory.
died down after that documentary, and it was like you guys did your own experiments and disproved your own theory. Like, good job, guys.
More interviews with the most unhinged people, like the Without Recourse guy in Flat Earth. Yeah, those are fun.
Ah,
I don't even know how we got that one on.
Someone reached out.
I
His
think you're gonna
publicist.
handle that.
I think it was him pretending to be his publicist.
Yeah, I think that's what it was too. But it was
ChatGPT pretending to be his publicist.
Yeah. That one was
Boys, are we going to take a short beer break? Or you guys want to keep rolling? And I'm just going to grab a beer.
Take a quick beer break. I'll grab a beer too.
Okay, we're going to grab a quick beer. We'll be back in just 2 minutes. We'll be right back. Where did I interrupt? What were we talking about?
I don't even remember.
Must not have been important.
Good job. All right.
No,
All the stuff we said out the window.
Yeah. No, I think it's a good route moving forward. We just got to be better at like organizing what topics we're going to do.
Got to be better, boys, all around.
Yeah, what kind of theory theory episode we want to do. And I mean, those are pretty easy because we can do that. Like, you know, I mean, there's fucking tons we could riff on.
Riffing is easy.
Riffing's easy. We could fucking riff for 3 hours, no problem. But I do think it would be nice to, if we're moving to a schedule like this, to be more efficient with the time we have for recording. Because like normally we record for, you know, let's just say we record from, you know, we're in here normally at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time till 10 average. I know we finished a little earlier. Or if it's like we're doing 1 hard hour theory.
No, we never
session.
finish earlier than 10 o'clock.
No, of course. No, yes, never. It's impossible. But what I'm saying is like with that time, like say we have a theory episode where we're like, okay, we're doing this and it's an hour. Like that's what we're trying to cap it at is an hour theory. We have a fucking buzzer or something. And we have something else planned for a bonus content for Patreon episode, like whether that be a confidential or, you know, something else fun that we do. It doesn't even have to always be something we all have to do. It's just use that time that we normally have scheduled to get more, like be more efficient with our time, basically. Yeah, double up when we can.
We'll start pumping out content.
Right. Because especially if we want to move to where we're like, we have other shows. And you know what? Like Zell said, if we're going to start releasing these shows as a network thing, you know, I think it's just, I think what we do always is a 10 episode commitment and we just kind of see what gets the best traction. And like what gets the best traction is kind of what you put your most time in. Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best thing. Cause it's like, you know, if, you know, say we release Daddies and Baddies and it's a fucking absolute dud, gets 0 listens.
Could be
0.
Could fucking be.
Could be.
Could
be. Then we just, you know what I mean? Then we just shift. We commit to 10. We do 10. So it's always a little 10-parter because I think that's a good number to have. And then, you know, you shift on to the next idea. Like it, because it is also fun kind of just mixing up. And I do enjoy like
different
doing that.
Topics.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Man.
Right.
It's like, we didn't even, we hopped on the fucking computer on Saturday, I think it was, to do a Daddies and Baddies, and then we
recorded Nerds by accident.
We started bullshitting, and then we started doing a Nerds completely like we didn't even mean
we did a 45-minute Nerds on accident trying to record a Daddies and Baddies, just talking.
Yeah, just bullshit.
And then we're like, oh, we should just end this and use that as a Nerds. And we did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And like, you know, just, yeah, I think moving to this way, we can also have it. Yeah. I think it's a good idea. I don't think it's a
double up.
You need
nothing wrong with the double up.
Oh,
if you double up though, sometimes you might lose after hours.
Yeah, but I mean,
you're still getting bonus stuff though.
Some nights it makes sense too, because some nights are going to be way better. Like a Monday where like I don't have to I'm not working, right? Or I don't work the next night. Yeah, let's fucking go.
But here's the thing though, because I'm gonna say if we're doing a more focused in say topic that we're doing more in depth on, but then we're also doing a theory and we're doing like some comments and stuff. Like I also feel like those are kind of taking the place of after hours. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like, but more in depth. So it's like, do we need to do a half hour of bullshitting after a show if we're going to have, when, you know, that, do you know what I mean? I think the time, I don't know, is after hours that worth it where people want the after hours over other stuff?
You want after hours
That's a good
or
question.
Like a directed topic?
You know what I mean? Like,
Bonus.
I mean, that's a question. That's a question to throw out there. More merch. Speaking of merch, here's a question.
Don't do it.
Don't switch back.
Ask the people.
Because TeePublic, I mean, the here's the thing. TeePublic, they have way more selection for you if you're buying merch. We get almost peanuts. CrowdMade does absolutely nothing for us now. So it's like when we first swapped, it was so awesome. And then they just basically turned into TeePublic.
Oh,
Is it
really?
quality
Yeah.
worse now?
I don't know.
I thought we switched because the
buddy.
quality was better.
The TeePublic sucks.
TeePublic is
Their
really
quality
bad.
sucks fucking ass.
Yeah,
Every
TeePublic's
shirt I
so
got from
bad.
TeePublic
Thanos
after like
has
4
snapped every
washes.
single shirt I've ever owned from
Yeah,
them.
they just vanish. The wash, they ball up. The fucking sublimation
Garbage.
washes out. It's not great. But it
Well, what
is
if-
cheaper.
Okay, well, so some people are Bandito's asking where the stickers. Hey, listen, you got to talk to Silver Lotus on that one. I know what you're talking about. So how about this? Because Ben Kerr saying After Hours is vital. Bandito saying After Hours is good. Well, what if we did on the times where we were talking about where we don't have a part 2 of an episode or an interview, we do that like a power hour. That's just like, that's when we fill in that After Hours gap with like an hour. So it's like, instead of having that, where it's weekly, it'd be like, hey, have I told you guys this? And it's an hour bullshit rather than
Could just be just us bullshitting too.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to have like we just fucking talking
So
shit.
it's
Yeah.
just like After Hours, but its own.
Yeah,
its
like
own
literally,
business
let's
thing.
talk shit.
A long
But it's-
After Hours. What you're
yeah,
saying.
but it's once a month if we don't have if we don't have a part 2 or if
Are
you
you
don't
talking
have
about
a
bringing back what's the meaning of this?
Let's fucking do it.
Oh,
Sober,
no.
what's the meaning?
Oh, no.
of this?
That's how we get canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god! You know what? I would actually fucking just curious. I would see what that sound like. I don't think I've ever listened to a case file in fucking 9 years. I would listen to what's the meaning of this just to
I have them.
see where our headspace
I have
was
them all.
back then. Like I'd love
They're on
just to hear
Patreon.
how fucking.
You can go
They're
listen to them.
They're like
Yeah.
early, like the start of Patreon. They're there.
Oh, I think I might have to listen.
They
Just
sound
to
like
fucking
absolute
cringe.
garbage, hot garbage.
They're just
Well, and we probably sound like fucking idiots too. Like
we're just so drunk.
Dude, that first summer of podcasting was what's the meaning of this? And then it turned into ATT was unbelievable.
the boys were. On
Oh
the
man,
beers.
we're on the beers. So
Well, that was like
hard.
the first transition of like we're starting to feel too old to go out to the clubs. So it's
Yeah,
like
we're
we'd
drinking
rather
at home.
drink.
We'll drink at home. Yeah.
Right?
Oh, it was the best. That was the best. None of us got beat up.
yeah. Well, we couldn't go
Right.
out because I was a liability anytime we go out. So
Literally,
So-
you started a fight every
Every
single time.
time.
we went
It's
out.
terrible.
yeah, my mouth is always writing checks my body can't cash, and neither can my friends.
Literally.
Are your teeth still numb at your front teeth? Are they still numb?
Just the gums on this one. On
Took
the
a
top.
couple uppercuts
Oh
one
yeah.
time and never regained the feeling.
People say, "What's Richard's input?"
Mm. I'm just happy to be here. I go with the flow.
Dan shines when there's something to be taught, not
Yeah.
maybe where you do not.
Richard shines when we're talking about Trump
And guns.
and guns and titties. That's what Richard likes.
Beer. Yeah.
Thailand.
Budweiser.
Second Amendment rights.
Yeah.
Changs.
None of that Bud Light shit. Not for Richard. Richard,
I think, but they're back on Bud Light now.
are they?
Dan's not
Yeah,
old.
pretty
He
sure.
he took that youth potion. He's still out there clubbing. He actually might have been clubbing recently, I think. Might have been out there clubbing. May or may not have seen pictures of him clubbing.
Yeah, that is true. We have video proof that he was in fact clubbing.
Having a good time. You know what?
No, I was sitting down.
We live vicariously through Dan when he goes on holiday.
You had
That's what
those
we do.
shoulders going. There's no way you didn't have those shoulders going. I know you.
Dan
I've
can move.
seen your stuff.
Dan can fucking move.
Dan's got moves.
Dan can
That's
move
true.
and Dan can sing.
Yeah, that's true. Two
Nice.
things. And he sing, dance, and make romance, baby. That's Richard.
That's Richard right there.
Yeah.
Are we going to WrestleMania? Is that happening? Is that? I thought that was the
It
thing.
may be happening.
Yeah.
If we can
Maybe.
gain the support needed to justify a
Think
pod
we gotta-
trip,
think we
Hey,
gotta
listen,
buy tickets.
if there's
to Las
any-
Vegas at the same time
Their
as
tickets
WrestleMania.
haven't even opened yet. But
we gotta be ready.
they're getting soon. Listen, do you want us to go to WrestleMania? You want us to do a pod for Vegas? Join our Patreon so we can afford to go. We'll go because
we also need to be able to afford babysitters as well.
It's going to be a pod weekend and lawyers
Need a lot.
for when we return.
Yes. Dan, what are your favorite episodes to do? That's the question in the chat. What style of
my
episode?
favorite,
Murder.
I think I always
Murder.
Is it not murder?
I usually always enjoy the ones that go into like the weird. Well, I was thinking about it. Fuck, I was thinking about this the other day, and now I can't even like put it into like words. What I was talking about. It was it's stuff where like it's not necessarily like the case itself, but it's something like that has to do with like the culture change or like a shift around that time about like the certain when these sightings or things take place. Like there's interesting little bits and pieces where you're like, oh, this was also happening during that time. Like what was happening? Maybe like the stuff that's like context heavy, where you're kind of like, oh, this is the stuff that was also going around.
Where like
time.
where you can almost draw a parallel of what's being seen to what's happening in the like.
Oh no, here it is. It's like when we did the one about the we did the one about like the McPherson tape / alien abduction at whatever. Remember the one that's like the video? It's like the found footage video, and we did that one.
Yeah.
And it was talking about like all the kind of stuff about the McPherson tape and like what happened with that video, how it was in kind of like legal limbo for like a little bit, and then it was actually like the progenitor, like the original like found footage, and that kicked off like the Blair Witch, all of that's the found footage era. Like this was like before all of that. Like I usually like those kinds of things. Then like my other favorites are the ones that are like totally bizarre, like the freaking like the Cisco Grove stuff. Where you're just like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, it's so fucking weird.
Yeah, the ones that are like kind of like that, they're like, you know, relatively benign, not too crazy, and then but they're also bizarre that you're just like, oh, these are okay. Like you met some guy with like, you know, backwards facing legs and it's got antennas on top of his head, and he says, we're from SETI 5, where
and he hits you with this fucking space gas.
Yeah. And like boom, and it's like, oh, there's also robots that you shoot with fucking arrows. And you're like, okay, yeah, all right. But you know, just the nature of those kinds of encounters, you don't find a lot of them. So it's, you know, so they're few and far between, but it's just like, yeah, like I said, I'm usually happy to be here, and it's like anything I can dig into that usually it's the ones that go deeper than you think they do, where you're like, it's kind of surface level stuff. And then they're like, oh, there was all this stuff like happening under there.
You would have loved the green blob.
To do with the setting.
Yeah,
the green blob was
You would
great.
have loved the new milk blob.
I thought that was funny. I listened to that case file. I was like, this is pretty funny. I thought it was just pretty fun. Yeah, sometimes those ones are good. The ones that are just like really just
you honestly never know. You honestly never. That's the problem.
Really
sometimes you read it and you're
kind of
like, because I
honestly think the case files are what you make of them. So it's like, and most of the times I'm like, I can find the weird stuff about.
And we've done ones. I think we can all agree where we've picked it, we've researched it, and we've all gone like,
yes,
this is going to be a tough one. And then at the end of the episode, we're like, I don't know how we had so much fun doing that one. I thought it was going to be brutal.
Skunk Ape for me. That was a skunk ape.
With the guy's walking.
I was like, what the fuck is this? And then it was hilarious.
Yeah, with the guy. We're doing his commentary.
The commentary over the video.
Yeah.
That's a skunk ape. 100% real skunk ape.
Zell's favorite. Whatever was weed heavy.
Yeah.
I don't think there's been a case file where I haven't smoked a little weed. Well, not to lie, because there's been a few months where I just didn't smoke weed for a month. So they're out there. They probably suck though. They're probably terrible episodes. My favorite was that a question?
Yeah.
Zell, your turn. What's your favorite episodes, dude? I love talking about simulation theory, weird shit, stuff that really we don't know anything about, but for some reason is extremely fascinating. Like we just talked about on a co-conspirators, we talked about that math was wrong.
Yeah.
What's his name? Howard Terrence or Terrence Howard?
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard.
Yeah. One times one equals 2.
One is 2.
And we had like that kind of stuff where we just talk about like theorizing ones where we're not so much like we're not presenting found facts. We're presenting just our personal opinions. Those are always
I just-
my easiest to do because I have a lot of opinions on a lot of things.
I get really high.
I get really high and I have tons of opinions, and they usually come marbling out of my mouth.
Split haired Chavez, $2. He said, "Get yourself something pretty with a little kissy."
I get
Thank
a
you.
refill. I drank all
We
my.
get- we'll
I
get
only had 2 tall
4
boys. They're
We'll get.
gone.
I think with inflation, we can afford 4 McCormick candy bananas.
Nice.
Maybe not after taxes though.
Speaking of inflation, my property taxes skyrocketed this year, man.
Oh,
So
mine went
bad.
up like 6%,
Six?
6.75 or
12.
something. 12. Holy fuck.
Whew.
Brutal.
Dude, what a scam.
Scam, dude. You know what? No, okay. Taxes, scam. Of all the taxes
Yes.
you pay, at least your property taxes are paid into your city. And you know, they're like, oh, it says like, oh, school, firefighting, library. They breaks down what you paid. At least they show you what you paid for. Where you give income
Yeah.
tax and you're like, fucking no idea, man. Gave 40 billion to Iraq. I gave, like what, I don't know what we gave over there. And you have no idea where your money goes. And then it says like, oh, and we also ran $100 billion deficit of your money. And you're like, cool, I guess.
Nice.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
That's another thing is like if we were doing like an once a month like longer bullshit, we could have segments on that show too, like easy like space news and stuff like that. Like kind of roll that into it. I think it might be
Yeah. Let Zeld fucking rant on the government.
Fuck yeah. All day
Find
long,
out what
baby.
grinds his gears.
I'm
Yeah.
deep. I'm
we should
deep
have
on
what
the
grinds our
anti-government
gears
rant.
segments.
Have you done a proper banking conspiracy show? But no, that's a good one. The history of like fiat currency and just like
Oh, it's
just
a
that
huge-
whole
That's a
fucking-
big meaty one, right?
That's a
there.
good meaty
Let's do
one.
it.
Just
Dude, like
bacon's
how
a
many
meaty one.
failed currencies in the last few hundred years? It's a lot. All fiat, all that we're doing the exact same thing over and over again. So it's just a matter of time before this one goes.
Did you guys see
south.
that? Like the craziest shit today was happening in the stock market. I know you guys probably didn't follow. Berkshire Hathaway, A-class stock, fucking tanked for like a couple of minutes on the stock market today. Like like it dropped like I'm getting like $200,000 like in a matter of
Oh, wow.
seconds, and then like everyone like fucking caused panic across the markets, and then they're like, "It's just a glitch, everyone. It's just a glitch." So then all day it was showing this huge like fucking tank and then come back up and cross. And then people are like freaking out because like they've gone back in and they've deleted that. And they're like, well, isn't that like how is that a glitch if they can just manipulate it after the facts? Like, why don't you just leave it in there and say it's a glitch? Why are you fucking going back and manipulating it, not showing that? Why don't you continue to have that glitch? People are freaking out. It's end times, guys. It's end times. GameStop has ruined the economy.
It's all our fault.
It's wild shit, man. We could go crazy on finance and shit and all this fucking insane. We could probably do a deep dive even on the fucking GameStop and like AMC conspiracies of like synthetic stocks and how they're like how basically like big banks have just refused to lose on these insane positions they have on these short
Dude,
positions.
the whole like trading stocks digitally now is just bananas. It used to be you actually got a stock was like a piece of paper, like a share. You actually had to go to the exchange and fucking trade it. And now it's just like, I bought it, I sold it, I bought it, I sold it. No one even knows where the fucking stocks are. They're all over the place. They're just in limbo. And at the end of the day, they kind of filter out. They're like, all right, there we go. Maybe. You're like, okay. Like you just trade all day. You can just trade thousands of times on these sites.
Because that one, like something like the banks and stuff, that would be a good one to do. Like a good meaty one, because it gives you like we could have some documentaries lined up that we watch and get into and be like, take a couple different angles. I think that would be interesting.
I read when we first started the show, and I was really, really into conspiracies, like hard. I read like the creature from Jekyll Island, which is the history of like the Federal Reserve.
Oh, cool.
And then it just goes through all the previous failed fiat currencies. You know, it's just like it was repeating the same thing over and over again.
It was the creature from
Jekyll Island, which is where they signed the agreement on like Christmas Eve when there was no one there to vote against it. That we're going to go to this weird currency.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think I pulled up we have a a running list of case files, and there was some gold on there. I don't know why I haven't looked at it in a while, but it was just someone must have looked at it recently, so it popped to the top of the list. Well, we got to do the Brenda Mines conspiracy for Patreon at least.
Have to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's got to be
Yeah,
a Patreon
have
one.
to.
Well, that's a pure theorizing one of like, could they have secret NATO bases?
Why not? Yeah.
Right.
And then we're going to go.
Yeah, we're going to go. We're going to stop at the gate.
We're gonna
We could call. We could call on the
storm
show.
Brenda
We could
Mines.
call. Leave a message.
Dan would love to do the Clinton kill list.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you suggested
I think that was
one,
Dan's
Dan.
suggestion.
Yeah.
CIA
Yeah.
overthrow of the Guatemalan government. So some good
That's actually on the list.
Operation
Or that's
Observant.
on a list.
CIA conspiracies.
What?
Are on
Oh,
this
yeah.
What's
Yeah.
Operation Observant
best.
Compass? That's on the list.
That's on my list, actually.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking at you. This is your list. Topic ideas.
Oh, you're looking at my list.
Yeah.
The topic thing. Observing compass. I think that was the. Where did
Never
we
heard
put? I thought we talked about it somewhere.
Jesus Christ.
He shaves his beard. His memory falls out.
Yeah.
The beard held the power, man.
They
Sometimes
basically.
I write stuff on there. I have no idea.
This is 2017. They spent around $780 million on this operation to get Joseph Kony.
Coney 2012, or was it 2012?
Yeah, so there's some good ones, and I love to visit like more like ancient places, Angkor Wat, stuff like that.
That'd be a fun one because lots of us have been there.
I haven't been there, but I
Two of
watch
us.
a lot
50%
of
of the
documentaries.
pod has been there.
Just like the
Dan-
engineering
Dan's
of that
been there?
place, how it like is like a floating structure.
But we could talk about like temple. We could talk about that and like the temples in just Southeast Asia because we've been to like Ayutthaya and stuff like that. Like
Oh,
really cool ones. So we could just talk about kind of those structures and how it's like it's weird that they have, you know, there's some striking similarities to other areas. Like going to Angkor Wat and then going to Chichen Itza, I was just like, well, fucking.
We could do machine elves and psychedelics where we all do DMT and record our
Let's do it. Let's do it.
record our experience.
That'd be tough.
What else? The Smithsonian, all the Smithsonian cover-ups.
I thought we did Antarctica South Pole Secret Base. We did an Antarctica.
We did the
episode.
Antarctica conspiracies, I believe.
And that the secret base one is always just the Linda Howe story.
Yeah.
Like it's always
Yeah.
her
Like the
conversations
Marines
with-
drop
with
into the fucking
John
yeah.
Spartan 476 Halo, whatever. I don't know.
It's a cool story.
John Spartan. Isn't that
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
Demolition
It's a lot
Man?
of cool stories. Yeah, it's also it was him. It was Sylvester Stallone. John.
Yeah,
That's where they freeze everybody. That's where they freeze him and
It makes sense.
Phoenix, whatever his name. Mark Phoenix. What the fuck was his name?
No. Simon Phoenix.
Simon Phoenix. Mark
Yeah.
Phoenix is the Gears of War guy.
Fucking dude, Demolition Man, wicked movie.
It's a good
Yeah,
movie.
it's a great movie.
Fucking wicked movie.
And then John Spartan goes on to become Judge Dredd.
Yes,
That's
it's true.
Checks
it's a
out.
sequel. Judge Dredd's a sequel to fucking
Demolition Man. Yeah,
Demolition
I buy
Man.
that.
Yeah.
I buy that.
Okay, well, so let's just say,
Oh man.
let's say this is the. I mean, do we do banks then on like the 24th? Is that how we kind of work it? We do banks on the 24th.
I don't know. We weren't really picking a case file, but we could like
Well,
the
we
end
got
of
to
the
plan.
month. The end of the
That's the
month.
problem. We got to plan it, right?
The big
So it's
one?
like,
You're
yeah.
talking about the big one,
yeah,
Yeah, the
the
biggie.
biggie.
yeah.
The biggie.
We could do banks, history of fiat currency, central banks, Federal Reserve, not very federal.
I think the thing that it's gonna be something where you're gonna like read an actual book, like or books plural. Then it's probably gonna need more than one episode.
Well, I
It's
think
gonna be
that
at least two.
that's fine for that topic. Like it seems
Why
like
don't we pick one portion of it to focus
You
on?
could
this
just
time,
do
and then we
an
can do the
episode
next one.
on the Federal Reserve.
Because like when we did
Yeah.
when we did Gladio, like we did Operation Gladio, we did like 3 parts of it, and it's only like one book. Like there was only
Yeah.
one book that I kind
So
of pulled
let's-
stuff from, but
pick a portion of
that was
the banks.
like
that you wanna
3 or
focus
4
on for this,
episodes
so-
from
Yeah.
one book.
Yeah.
it's the other thing is too. We could always do something like where it's like what systems we think could work or could have work or might work in the future, right? Like we
Well,
could,
that would be like a good sequel.
yeah,
to it,
like
I think,
it's like
or
we
a
kind
second
of get into
parter.
that of like, okay, well, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
We're obviously going to talk about how it's fucked up and it's corrupt.
You know what's cool?
What could we do? What do we think we could do?
You know what's cool about that though is like we could do that meaty subject like the bank, and then the next one that's the fucking theorize. That's what we theorize on,
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah,
could do that.
100%, right?
right?
But I'm saying is like, so if we're doing, no, that's a really good point. I think that's exactly it.
But
And
in my
sometimes
mind,
it'll
the
warrant
meaty
that.
one though is going to end in our theories, like in the same episode, or if it's a two-parter.
Oh, but it's gonna be big.
Well, that's
It
what.
doesn't have
Well,
to
but
be that
technically
big.
it is a two-parter though. If the next one is us just theorizing on that,
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought too. It's like if we talk for 2 hours about banks, and then the next week we're just theorizing on
we
like
just
what we
theorize
could-
on it,
what we could do differently, what systems would work.
and then we can kind of like say like at the end of that one, be like, fucking, tune in next week where we're actually gonna.
We need to
fucking
go
come up
to
with
a
our
bottle
fucking
caps
ideas.
currency.
Well, yeah, it really depends on what.
Works with Fallout. Like,
It depends on what, like, if you can talk about the history of like just currency or just the Federal Reserve or just central banks in
Well,
general.
but I think those are two different subjects, right? Like you could do let's do the history of currency, and then one's the fucking National Reserve or Federal.
Yeah, you could go the
Reserve.
history of currency like
Yeah.
gold, like coin clippers, they used to call them. So you get gold coins, you shave off just a little bit. You did that to every coin, then you make a new coin. And now the coins will slowly get smaller and smaller and smaller. So people are like, hey, what the fuck happened to the coins? It's kind of similar to what's going on right now. Where's our money?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could do the history
candy
of
bars.
just banking in general,
Oh,
from gold to digital.
that's a
Oh, turn those lights down.
Sorry, buddy.
Jesus. Seeing all your fucking there. That's better.
someone saying that theorize on why the heck Wendy's has been going downhill.
what are you
It
talking
has
about?
been.
Wendy's is. What are you
Wendy's,
talking about?
Something's up with Wendy's. Other than the fries,
What are you ta-
trash.
they have orange creamsicle fucking Frosties. It's the best it's ever been. Yeah, it's the why it's expensive. Yeah, that's price gouging, but that's another whole nother thing. But like, it's I don't know what to talk about. Wendy's has been great. Fresh, never frozen.
Balloon knot.
I haven't been to Wendy's in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't eaten fast food.
Fucking
in
love
forever.
Wendy's. I don't eat there that often.
That's when I
It's probably the
Their
longest
chicken
I
nuggets
haven't
have
eaten
gotten
fast
their
food,
chicken
actually.
nuggets have gotten worse though. I think their chicken nuggets have gotten worse, but I'm still a big Wendy's fan.
I found this bag of frozen like chicken strips at Costco that are so good.
Yeah, they're good.
You put in the air fryer. I just make my
I
own
think
chicken
you made them
sandwiches.
for
They're
us.
so good. Sometimes I put a little cold slaw with a
Okay, well,
pineapple.
We gotta stop
Yeah,
talking
we
And
about
then
stop
I
talking
take
about
a
Wendy's.
bite.
Let's
Stop
get
talking
out of here.
yeah, stop talking about food.
Okay,
we
stop.
we
We'll
could
stop.
talk about Burger King and how they've never raised their prices for inflation.
They have.
It's still like the
Just
absolute.
because they're feeding you fucking human flesh now. Maybe that's the new CIA fucking MK Ultra. They're just pumping it through fucking BK.
Oh, you're just getting
why it
a
has
low
not to-
dose of something.
Yeah, LSD nuggies.
But I think doing.
That's why you're getting fucking 100 nuggets for 10
I also
bucks.
think doing some public streams.
I think so too.
You
Why
know,
not? Great idea.
Okay, well, yeah, and that's another topic to talk about because the Patreon live stream has always been the thing, but really no one watches live.
there's like six
Six
people.
We got to
4 to
find
8
a way to
people.
draw in new people.
So we have
We
to
have to
find
find a way.
a new way to do it. But if you do a public, if you make a show public, let's say one a month, then I think you just got to beef it up a bit. You got to add the production value, graphics, good audio, the intro, the whole thing. You got to do not just like here's a live stream, boom,
Yeah.
with live stream audio and just send it out to the wind. If we do it, if we're gonna do like a public one,
Yeah.
just like a podcast version where we take the time and we do it right and edit the audio and put it out. I mean, we don't edit out a lot, but just like make it sound more listenable, more enjoyable, more watchable. Because no one wants to just watch our fucking ugly mugs.
Well, I think that's really good for a theorizing episode. Oh, and so what I was talking about like we can almost do 3 publics, and then the one meaty one is like we don't. You know, it might even make more sense if it's a meatier topic that we don't release that as like a public live stream because we're like it's something that's going to be heavily edited after the fact. But what I was thinking for for social media ideas is like we were saying, like just nothing really kind of hits. Is if we're doing, recordings where you're like asking a question like, have you ever heard this, just making one up, the story of Elisa Lam, and you kind of quickly say it. And like, it's more of like a quick infomercial, like a 30-second infomercial within just like, what do you think happened or something like that. And then it does a link to the show, that specific episode. Right. So it's like, it'd be a good way to get people to click on good jumping off points for the show for them. You know what I mean? Where we kind of just focus on these jump off episodes. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I thought it might go because I'm like, yeah, man, it's just like it's a lot of work editing these things, fucking lot of work. And then you're like, you post one, it's like 15 views. You're like, what the fuck?
Well, obviously, yeah, whatever we're doing is not, it's good. They look good.
Working.
They are, I think they're good. There's, for whatever reason, they don't hit the algorithm. There's whatever the reason is. So if we can
So they keep changing the algorithms.
Yeah,
just for us, just to keep us on the outs.
Hiding truth.
This is how I'm going to sit from now on. Just almost out of view.
Good luck.
Should I add my filter back on?
You just became the sexiest theorist again.
We can't afford to hire a social media person. Are you kidding me? If there's any social media people out there, what's funny? We've had people reach out. We've had people reach out and be like, "Hey, we do the social medias and we want to help you guys for free." And we're like, "Okay," and then they just never do. Remember, we had a meeting with like that one guy, and he's like, "We run this social media company and we love to help just people we like for free." And we're like, "Okay," and then they just never once did anything.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Yeah,
if any theorists know,
yeah,
if anyone has more followers than us, Robert Hernandez. How come you're not walking out to Maester Daniel?
Yeah, that's a good question.
If your excuse is you don't have the music, I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll clear it right now.
It has no tags to it. It has no ID. It will never be flagged. It's completely free. It's one of the rare actual free, royalty-free videos or things that are out there. All right.
So Jack Bennett says, "Get your buddy that does the business solutions."
Keith, help us out, bud.
Yeah, Keith's the only person on social media with less views than us.
He's not helping us after you guys sewered him.
Zell said he has to take antihistamines. Okay. Zell,
I didn't say that.
You said it looks
put
like
words in my mouth.
No, I think it was Andrew actually.
He does always look like he got stung by a bee, just a little bit.
It does.
Good guy though, nice guy. I haven't seen him in years.
Yeah, I love Keith. Ghosted me. Never talked to me again. Never returned my messages. It's fine.
Hot tub stream. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Just don't have a hot tub.
I could do it. No, my hot tub's too far away now. I could set it up. I could
use your phone.
It up now.
Use your phone.
Yeah. That's good.
You got that little we bought that one mic for Austin. That little plug-in mic. You could use that.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. I got to find that.
Probably fucking burnt with the rest of your stuff.
Yeah, probably it's one of these bins. Yeah, we could green screen ourselves in the hot tubs. Like the water is so nice.
I'll do a steam room. I'll put a steam room behind me.
Yeah. Andrew could stream from his fucking sauna again.
Did I stream from there?
I think we've talked before in there. The audience controls the temp.
Yeah, we have
sauce style.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Hysteria 59. Brent has a hot tub crossover.
Perfect.
Crossover pod. Hot tubs.
Nice.
It's funny. I was talking to Peter from Bloodletter. Big fan of our show. I had him on Cosmic Channel. He did a bunch of music for me. He gave me a bunch of music. And he's from Chicago too. And then Milbank's from Chicago. We have a lot of people in Chicago area that we could, if we ever went to Chicago, we could. I'm sure it would be.
If we ever chose to go to a colder place than where we live for a pod trip.
Well, that's what I was saying. I was like, we really like going to warm places.
I mean, we could go to Chicago when the Lions play. The fucking,
Go to Chicago in
Bears, that
fucking
would be cool.
January.
Oh,
Yeah, let's go.
Ay.
Buddy, I went to Detroit in January.
yeah, it's brutal.
I mean,
Or end of
it'd be
December.
fine. Just to stay
was it,
indoors.
January?
It's no problem. But
It was fucking cold as fuck. It was awful.
but those
See-
the cities that are really cold, they have like they're set up. Like they have like underground passage and heated bridges and like stuff to stay out of the cold.
Do they?
Not Detroit.
Well, Detroit, cancel that one out. That one doesn't count. Even like Winnipeg and Edmonton have like underground shopping malls where you can like dodge around the city. You don't have to go outside. Just that cold. It's just terrible.
Hey, I like the hot tub crossover. I think it's a good idea.
That you know what? That would get some views
That would get some views.
That would,
for
Yeah.
for sure.
We got to set a
great
time limit though,
shape
because I might have
dudes
to. I
sitting in a hot
honestly,
tub.
that's a good one for me because all I'm going to do is I'm going to work on upper chest and shoulders. So when I'm
Just
dipped into the
swole.
water, people are like, "It looks pretty good.
Since when have you give a shit?
That looks pretty good." Because then people will be like, "I'll pull a Dan." People are like, "Oh, I thought Braden was fat. Look at those traps." I've just been
Yeah, what are
shrugging.
they going to do when they see your gut fucking floating beside you?
Be on your back.
Just like just over the water.
That's how fat I aspire to be. Like comically fat. That's what I'm going for now.
Comically fat.
like a
Yeah,
cheeseburger
really.
locker. Like you want
Yeah.
the full thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full Randy Bobandy.
You wanted to get you can't get rid of it. You know what? You know those guys who just like you can never get rid of it. It's impossible.
Yeah. No.
It has solidified into.
You're like, even if you get rid
Or
of
the
it now,
rock hard power.
Yeah.
yeah.
button.
If you
button.
and if you get rid of
Power
it now, you're gonna have some skin issues.
oh, you have
Yeah,
a tongue.
it's too
You have like a long,
calcified.
like a stomach tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicago cold is different. Absolutely not. Yeah.
Cold.
Well,
like
see,
worse.
it's cold.
Is it worse?
Is it worse than up here? That's what I think.
Well, like when we were in Detroit, there was it was that dry cold that just like cuts through every single thing that you have on. Like it doesn't matter how
Gross.
bundled you are,
It
it
was
just slices
brutal.
through everything, goes right into your bone.
Yeah, we do the show on the road. We have fucking kids. It's impossible.
We would do the show on the road. Like if we got to the point where going on the road was
It's
positive.
financially like made sense. 100%.
If it's a job, you can go on the road. It's no problem.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
easy.
yeah.
It's an easy sell. Like, hey, we sold 400 tickets. We have to go. Then we can go. But if
Yeah.
we're like, we're going to
Yeah.
Austin to go to comedy.
Yeah, get drunk and hang out.
It's like
Our-
a bachelor party kind of. They're like, no, come
Well,
on.
you're not selling it.
So that's why, okay, we'll book a
Wait, I
place.
need receipts.
We'll sell 1,000 tickets and then we can go.
Yeah. And I'm saying,
1,000 tickets.
I think, I wonder if because I remember what Hysteria 51, they were going to do a Vancouver show. They talked about it. They messaged us. I was like, I mean, if we went down there, maybe we could set up a show somewhere with like a couple others, but it'd be like a fun bar show though.
Well, that would be Chicago because that's where the other shows are.
Why? Does it have to be Chicago? Why can't we?
I mean, I'm sure Chicago in the summer is great.
Yeah.
It's got to be. I'd hope.
Mr. Kevin says live
They-
from the little alien.
they go to
There's
Vancouver
nothing
every
there.
year? They go. Brent
He's
Hand
been
says
there.
he goes to
Nothing
Vancouver
there.
every year. He's never once contacted us.
Yeah, he did. And you responded to him once.
Yeah,
You
but then he
said-
never got back to us.
Oh, well, we're
Just
also
saying.
not in Vancouver. So
Charlottesville.
it's the same thing as going on the road.
Oh, that's Vancouver's not hard to get to, for me.
It's still it's still a week.
buddy. I'll get that new Hulu ferry. I'll get that new Hulu ferry. Fucking, I'm there in an hour.
6 hours.
An hour from Campbell River. No way.
No, it's like
you got to drive
20
2
minutes.
hours first.
Oh yeah, we did say that, didn't we? Fuck, we just forgot.
Yes.
My apologies.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, I remember the conversation. I remember
Yeah.
that you responded,
Got you.
and then I forgot about it, and then we just forgot about it.
Yeah, that's our bad. That's our bad.
Yeah, we fucked up. We fucked up.
We fucked up. We
fucked
wanted to do it too.
up.
Fuck. God damn it.
Next Vancouver show, we can make
Next
it work.
time. Next one. We'll make it work.
Vancouver's not bad. We can make
Yeah,
it.
we can do that.
make that work.
Especially a fan expo, like around fan expo. That'd be fucking cool.
That would be rad.
Get a booth. If we get a booth, it's business, even if it costs us money.
Yeah, 2025 live. Yeah, fuck yeah, we'll do one. We'll do one.
Where do we
2025
try to get it? Where were we thinking about getting it?
live in 25 with Hysteria 51.
There it is.
There it is.
Hold us to it, or we may forget again.
Yeah, maybe hit us with that old follow up calendar. You know where you can send the calendar invite to the
Weekly notifications.
whatever. I think it was last year. I think that was when everyone was having babies, so we're just a little busy.
Yeah, that's probably a good reason we didn't go this year.
Probably couldn't have gone last year. That would have been a tough sell. Chilliwack, dude. I'm in Chilliwack all the time, Mr. Captain 93. Who's that?
Chilliwack?
Yeah, I'm always in Chilliwack.
Brutal.
No, Chilliwack's great. What are you talking about?
No, Chilliwack's turned. It's awesome now,
Chilliwack's wicked.
dude. It's got so many breweries, like awesome breweries and
Buddy,
stuff.
I love Chilliwack. I lived there. It was great.
I've only driven through Chilliwack. I've never actually stopped.
Oh, it's fucking like Rosdale fucking stinks, but other than that,
Like on the
it's a
highway.
great place.
The highway part stinks.
I don't think we
Yeah.
could get the attention of SwearNet. Those guys are
SwearNet?
too big. They're
Those guys are
huge. Yeah, they're enormous.
How's their new show? How's Tradies?
I haven't
or whatever
seen
the
it.
fuck
I haven't
it's
watched
called.
it. I'm scared because Trailer Park Boys was so good that
So good. Everything else that they've done is kind of like SwearNet wasn't fucking great.
No, they'll always have that fine.
they're
Yeah,
podcasting
soft
too. They do have the Trailer Park Boys podcast.
dude, I remember that was on Showcase. Like I wasn't allowed to watch it when it first came out. I remember that's how little I was.
Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah. When it first came out, I remember I'd hear my dad and all his buddies talking about it. Then I saw it and I was like, "This is funny. I like it."
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Anyway, boys, there's lots of ideas, and it's been rekindled. The show is back.
Let's
We made it though. We still haven't missed a weekly episode in 2.5, I think 3 years. Almost 3 years.
It's impressive.
Now, one thing I wanted to do before, it's been a long time since I did it. I wanted to mention everyone in the, what do you call it? The Millennia Club. $1,000 or more in the history of their Patreon support. Fucking legends.
Keeping the lights on.
Still at number one, even though he hasn't supported in a long time. Still, Drew Baca.
Chewbacca.
Number one in our hearts.
Legend.
Let's go.
But creeping up in second place is Trent Robertson. Fucking legend.
Let's go,
Ooh.
Trent.
Are we sure you want to be
go,
letting
Trent.
all these people know they're still?
Should I stop right now?
They're like, "Whoa, I'm still subscribed." I thought
Please
that means
continue to
expired.
subscribe at your highest tier. No, if these people quit, I mean, they've done more than most. I mean, totally
Yeah.
fine. Third, Eric Molina.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, Eric, what a beauty.
Maris B.
Ruben Medina. I think
Oh, yeah.
he's moved on now, but he had years of
He had a hell of a run.
hell of a run.
Yeah, we appreciate
Harrison Finch,
Benchy.
Ryan Eckenrot,
Eckenrot.
Hayden, Travis Thorne,
Let's
Rhett
go.
Stanley,
Oh yeah, I like that.
Chango,
Stand the man. Chango.
Oh, yeah, I know
Patrick Meyer, Lizard
Let's go.
Caveman. Just
Let's
creeped
go.
over the line just this week, I believe. The last member of the Millennium
That
Club.
guy, he's a reptile.
As an
He's a
animal.
reptile.
He legit is. Yeah.
Legit.
You guys got.
He's a playable character in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is a fucking. I have some fond memories of that guy partying, going full lizard mode.
Guy partying way harder than
It's
us.
fun.
We felt obligated after seeing him fired up.
No.
All right, I guess we're firing it up.
And then in the total of the history of Patreon with the show, over 1,900 people have at least signed up for a month, which is fucking legends. Every single one of you. AlienTheorist.com. Hit the support tab. Patreon, Supercast. More stuff's coming. As you just heard, none of this is official, but we are working on a whole bunch of new stuff. Just restarting. Kind of has been a low winter for many reasons, but we're back, baby.
We've weathered the storm.
We did it.
Yeah.
New jobs,
Brighter days are
new
ahead.
kids, less beard,
We're children of the summer.
Yeah.
All right.
perform better in the summer.
I'm bringing back the wig. I'm gonna dig it out.
It's all wig up. And that's pretty much all I had on the little meeting list. Oh, no, wait. Last thing. This is huge. This is really the biggest because obviously we cannot grow on social media. YouTube, we get strikes all the time. Everywhere, nothing gets heard.
We're going to Rumble.
Should we go to? Maybe we should go to
Rumble.
Rumble. I think we are we on Rumble or Kick?
We are on Rumble.
Are we?
Our Rumble numbers not
Probably
good.
terrible.
Yeah.
But there's the
Well,
one.
we
the
don't
one
post
most
anything
important
to
thing.
Rumble. That's why.
The most important thing, which when we first started was huge, and I get it. It's kind of annoying to do. Review and rate the show. Boom. That's it. That's the simplest, most
Yeah, we got to start
the
pushing
best
that
yeah.
again.
way to kind of trick Apple into thinking that we're a trending show again.
Yep.
Everyone, if you haven't already, just throw a 5-star,
Holy
throw
fuck.
a review. Just put 5 stars if you don't want to review, don't want to take the time. Apple's number 1. Spotify, click the 5-star. Maybe Castbox has a review system. Not every app does, but if it does, do it. That's the number 1 way to help the show. If you're not going to get on Patreon, so Supercast, support the
Listen,
show.
fucking, or jump on a live stream. Fucking donate to that super chat.
Cool.
So if that's
Boom.
what you want to do.
That's what we need. We need those ratings, reviews. Let's kickstart the show and let's roll through. Let's have a good fucking summer. Anything else?
That's it.
It was a question for
Tell
all
your
of you.
friends and family, even if they don't want to hear.
Tell
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Make
Tell them to review
listen.
us.
Grab their
Do it.
phone,
Yep.
subscribe to the
Yeah.
show, review it with
Mhm.
their account. Don't even tell them.
Yeah,
Who cares?
100%.
Boom.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
That's a great idea. And as we always say at the end of these things, keep those eyes on the skies.